So a poor old man is tormented because he can sense the soul of his dear departed.
Hey.
Somewhere down here. Helling of Thane, I believe it was called. Wearing a locket, which we think is something to do with that woman's soul, whether it's trapped in there or I don't know. Something to do with a chest as well in Modred's office in the sanitarium, which we didn't dare open. But ultimately there was a lady outside the sanitarium that said something rather interesting, which made Fedoran think, you know what? This guy needs to be stopped. This guy is not to be trusted. This guy is to be taken down. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We ain't going to talk. We ain't going to ask questions. We're just going to launch straight into an attack. Hopefully catch him off guard, capture him by surprise, and job's a good one.
Hey. Well?
Not to mention, if we give him his grimoire, he could become all-powerful and cause all kinds of utter devastation upon this city.
Yes?
Ready when you are.
I don't know if we're going to get close enough to be able to actually strike him first.
Hey.
I'm hoping we will.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Right. Get ourselves positioned here. We have the benefit of being able to strike the first blow. So we'll have Itumak take care of one of them.
Hey.
He'll take care of Helig. We'll have
Yes.
good old Nadog take care of another one. He'll shamble across to whoever he needs to shamble across to, and the rest of us
What?
will just cause all kinds of holy devastation.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes?
And Fedoran will just kind of watch from the distance over here.
Hey.
Alright then. Let's go for it. Let's put him right down as quickly as possible. Chill Fog should just clip those three if nobody moves. It's a good start. Meanwhile, Alof will focus on some missiles on Helig of Thane. She will focus on the same target as her pet. And you, mister, are going to focus on... This shouldn't be a difficult fight, I don't think. So what we're going to actually do is we're just going to go for a very simple blessing to raise our accuracy and our damage. Whoa! Holy mackerel, that was pretty nasty. He is absolutely lobbing spells like a flipping maniac. Healing. Straight to the good stuff here. There's no time to waste. He is lobbing spells left, right and centre. We need to put an end to him. Bonus to defences. Could be useful. Can we knock him down? Can we knock him down? Just keep him out of casting spells, you know? Oh, there we go. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. No need to panic, no need to panic. Why is Fedoran stuck in a very strange kind of mid-casting...
Hey.
The battle is over. There we go. Very bizarre. Right.
Ready when you are.
So we took him by surprise.
Not a problem.
Didn't stop him from getting a few spells off to give him his due. Soul Ward Amulet. As you hold the gem, you think you hear a woman's voice. A fine robe, Hellig's grimoire, which Fedoran will study later when he has a bit more time, and a fine scepter. Oh, wait a second. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged stelgare. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? Fedoran asking. You see an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armour bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her. What little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Yeah. Trying to reassure this soul that we are here on Dalton's orders. He's still alive. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who was both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off you as the years fade into decades. Asking her what she wants. Does she wish to be reunited? You see an image of the amulet shattering and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Oh, she wants us to destroy it. How do we do that? How on earth? How do we destroy it? Maybe if we speak to Dalton and ask him to destroy it? A tarnished locket. Okay.
Hey.
I think we need to return to Dalton and see exactly what's going on here.
Well? It's finished.
Hey.
So once we're done here, it's going to be straight back home to Fedoran's Keep. We're expecting maybe some trouble, perhaps? Given what happened in the charred barrel. Just got to be careful. Lovely time of the day to be bringing somebody good news.
Yeah?
Yes, we're speaking with Dalton.
Good day, stranger.
Asking if we found her. Of course we did. Showing him the amulet and explaining. Not as he expected. Rowena used to wear this. Where did you get it? Yeah, okay. Explaining from Helling, of course. Her soul has been trapped inside it for decades, and she wants to be set free. Dalton's eyes widen in horror. No! Please! After searching for her for so long. He gazes at the amulet. Just to have her close to me, to visit her in my dreams, that would be enough. Now, we're not going to just maliciously smash it in front of his bloody face here. See if we can reason with him. Enough for you? What about her? If you keep her trapped in this amulet for the sake of your own comfort, you're no better than the wizard who imprisoned her. His expression withers. Oh, you're right. Please, let me do it. He draws a club with a trembling hand and crushes the amulet. As the gem cracks, you feel essence rush from it. The old man looks at the shattered gemstone. Thank you for showing me reason. Perhaps you'll wait for me in the next life. He looks at his hands shaking. By the flame. She won't have to wait long. Please take this. Giving us his club. It's from my old adventuring days. I think it's time I finally let them go. Oh. Gained reputation with Defiance Bay, which is nice after we lost reputation during our burglary. We didn't intend it to be a burglary, it just kind of happened. A unique one-handed club. Extra damage against prone, stunned, flanked enemies, that's pretty nice. Straight into the crafting chest.
Hey.
Goodbye, Dalton. Sorry for your loss. So then, there's nothing more for us to do right now here in Defiance Bay, and it has been such a long time from Fedoran's Keep that we really, really must check in. Kana has come back from a mission. I'm sure our steward wants to be updated as to what's been going on. We need to make sure nothing's amiss. Check in on the Bright Hollow restoration project. So much to catch up on. Back to Fedoran's Keep. Almost a full day's travel, but it's worth it.
Very nice. We're not sleeping here, are we?
Of course we're sleeping here, you silly man. I mean, it's bloody Bright Hollow's been restored. You have your own quarters. What is there to be afraid of? I'm so looking forward to putting my feet up, having a nice hot meal. It's been a long, long journey. I dare him. What the hell is happening here? I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop 'em, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. Your boy got lucky. My guards, good men both, got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. I paid those thugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had. There he is! A woman points at Fedoran, and all eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gazes upon him. What's going on here? We want justice. You've been terrorizing us, and we won't stand for it any longer. Terrorizing? I don't recall looking around at his party member. I don't recall terrorizing anybody. You guys? No, none of us can recall me. I'm not the kind of person to terribly look at me. Do I look like I can terrorize somebody? But please do go on. You sent your men to my farm to collect a crop tax, saying we was overdue. For me, it was a road toll. I've been travelling up and down this way for years, and this was the first I've heard of such a thing. Everybody chiming in with their stories. But, those weren't my men. I've made no such orders. Then who were they? They weren't no common bandits. What exactly makes you think I sent these men? They said they were acting on orders from the Lord of Kednua. That's you. Listen, if this happens again, it's not my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops? And my goods? And the families of my guards? We can't give money to baying mobs. It will set a bad example and a wrong tone, and soon we'll have them all crowding round claiming sob stories, as much as I want to help. All I can promise is that these men will face justice. You have my word. We appreciate that, but can you offer us any compensation? Just a little to help us get by, of course. Clearing his throat and looking at Fedoran expectantly. Oh, fine. 500 copper pans for all of you. Hopefully that will go some way to restoring what harm has been done. Thank you, my lord. They distribute the coins quickly amongst themselves, bow, and then disperse. Oh, okay. Marshal Forwin. Angry mobs. The inevitable thorn in every ruler's side, eh, Fedoran? So first I've experienced it. Being lord of a keep comes with more responsibilities than I'd even imagined. What brings you to Kednua? Fedoran's keep, excuse me. I have news about Lord Gathbin. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall, away from curious ears. Please, make yourself at home. Oh, right.
Hey.
Having to placate a baying mob. Well, we are collecting taxes. We are their lord now. Can't just prance around Fedoran with fancy hats and expect not to have to look after your people.
Hey.
If I could have a moment of your time. Yeah. Of course.
Ready when you are.
At least it's not a baying mob.
Not a problem.
How can I be of assistance? I've heard a lot about you, Lord Fedoran. You seem like a man who knows how to get results. I have a matter I'd like to discuss with you, if you will hear me out. I would urge caution, my lord. Lord Berengar has gained a reputation as a man of brutal temperament. Some would call him cruel. Spoken in our mind's eye. Very well. You've travelled a long way, I'm sure, Mr. Berengar. It's a complicated name. To say your proposal. Calling his allies together and motioning for the petitioner to step. Oh, he's getting right into the role, isn't he? Getting right into the role. Surprised not taking a seat on the throne. Or maybe he will. Oh, he is doing. Oh, look at this. Step forward. Step forward. As the ruler of Kednua, I am sure. Fedoran's keep, actually. But please do proceed. I'm sure you've seen your share of troublemakers. People determined to tear you down so you can share in their misery. I've had a few incidents on my land, rabble-rousing peasants, you see. Shameful as it is, they've gotten somewhat out of hand. Refusing to work, threatening my guards, spouting this nonsense about unfair treatment. It's not as if I don't pay them. In any case, I fear they won't back down. The situation will only get worse if I don't put an end to it. Things may get a little messy. I thought it best to consult you on the matter first. Yes, the Lord Fedoran sat in his throne. Doesn't want to make a hasty decision. Let's get some information perhaps first. What exactly have these peasants been saying? Oh, the usual, folding his arms, that they don't enjoy the benefits of their labour, that they are treated too harshly. They're lazy, my lord. That's all. Of course, we're not going to stop with one question. My steward... Oh, maybe we shouldn't divulge that information. No, we shouldn't show our hands like a game of poker. I like a moment to consult with my advisors, if you wouldn't awfully mind. Of course, of course. We could ask Aloth to travel to Bringar's Keep and warn the people. Oh, wow. But we need Aloth in our service. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I mean, we could ask him to treat the people fairly and they'll be happy to work, but will he listen to us? I think we're going to have to send Aloth, you know. I think we're going to have to send Aloth. Yeah? Fedoran asking Aloth to go to Bringar's Keep, warn the people, and just make sure that nothing untoward happens. I shall act quickly. And off he goes. We've gained prestige, and Aloth will be busy for 6 days. Holy cow. Right, we are motioning Lord Bringar forward. Come, I've consulted with my advisors. Have you come to any decision? Yes. Well, both of them are a lie. But we're not going to, even lying to ask him to beat the troublemakers into the dirt. He doesn't want to even go that far. So just simply saying that, I don't approve, Lord Bringar, of your brutal tactics. However, on this occasion, I will turn a blind eye. Make sure the people come to no harm. That is my decision. He opens his mouth to protest, but thinks better of it. Bows curtly, then leaves, shaking his head. But we have Aloth there to make sure that things go smoothly, because if he returns, who's to say he's going to listen to what we've said? We're not there to ensure that he doesn't make any, give hard time to the peasants. So Aloth is there to do that. Which means we've lost him. We've lost Aloth for the time being. The Night Mirror. Now, because we've lost Aloth, we can't really... we were going to assign somebody to this quest, but we can't lose 2 people. We're a party member down. Right. Right, so we're going to bring Kana into the party, get him trained up, and Fedoran will give him a pep talk about how he wants him to fit into the company's battle plans. And then, whilst we're here, and to pass some time till Alof's return, perhaps we'll venture down into the bowels for a little bit. Clear out some of the riffraff. But before we do that, we have Marshal Forwin, who stood here patiently throughout this whole affair.
Just say the word.
Apologies, but I thought it would be beneficial for you to hear the audience, just to, just see how things operate around here. Very official, isn't it? Lord Fedoran. I've received word that Lord Gathbin is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Field. It appears a peaceful claim to Kednua is no longer possible. The Earl has sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in an advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. Oh, great. We've had a baying mob. We've had somebody to have an audience with, and now we are having to prepare an army for a battle? Fedoran will soon be ruining the day he became a lord. It's very, very time-consuming. Lots of decisions to make. He was just expecting to sit down and rake in coin and be able to throw his title around, making him sound more important than perhaps he really is. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumoured Lord Gathbin will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. Grinning and winking. Still, I'd not tarry long. And what, I'm no battle-hardened expert, but I have a fortress here with walls, defensible fortifications. Wouldn't it not better to allow him to march upon me, where I can utilise my defensive advantage? Lord Gathbin isn't fool enough to risk tearing down Kednua just to kill you, and if you shield yourself behind these walls, he'll have free rein to torment your subjects in the countryside. Earl Badmar will see your inaction against Lord Gathbin as a sign that you're unwilling to perform your duties as lord of this place. Losing his support will have dire consequences. Taking the fight to Lord Gathbin is your only option. Right. I suppose we're to talk about my army then. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent a call out for volunteers from the lands around Kednua. Hopefully people will realise that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathbin's. Any hirelings stationed at Kednua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. Hirelings? Any special allies available? No one has offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, or, if you're truly desperate, House Derminel. I've also heard rumours of a force of Red Serens currently in the White March. If you find your way that far north, perhaps you can sway some of them to join our cause. Okay, do I have any troops? If so, what is their status? 2 green and 2 few. If you go up against Lord Gathbin now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. Well, we need some veteran troops then, don't we? I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. 10,000 coppers? 10,000 coppers? Fedoran was choking on thin air. I don't have that much money at the moment. I don't have that much at the moment. Well, I'm afraid we've met an impasse, haven't we? I'll have to ponder on this. Very well. Holy cow. So he's raising an army. How long do we have to raise this? The Battle of Yenwood Field. I need an army of my own. He will assist me in the logistics, coordinating things at the Great Hall. He'll wait there until I command my army to march. So is there a time limit for this? At the moment we have green troops. We don't have enough climb to hire veteran troops. We don't have any hirelings available. I don't think we can get hirelings until we recruit the barracks. Is that right? Yeah. Which means we better purchase that ASAP. After we built the towers, of course. Things are looking rather hectic, it has to be said. Right,
Hey.
we really need to crack on here. It's been a busy day. Busy two days, in fact. Time to check out Bright Hollow and then retire to bed.
Hey, I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
Ah, dear, oh dear.
Hey,
Ah, look at this. It's all fixed. Oh, a nice, rich, savoury stew
hey,
bubbling over the hearth.
You really don't see enough fountains in dear wooden architecture.
Look at that. Lovely fountain feature. He wanted a fountain in the entrance of the main keep. He's got one here. It's not bad. Books in the library. The smell of
Hey.
freshly cut timber. Bread laid out on the table. Ready to be eaten, no doubt, with the stew. Dipped in, dunked in, soaking up those luscious juices. My mouth's watering right now as we speak. But we'll go upstairs. Kick off our shoes, take off our hat, relax, and contemplate just what the hell
yeah?
has happened.
Hey,
Go forth
What
into
is
your
it?
dormitories. We shall reconvene for lunch in an hour's time. Off you pop.
Ready, Watcher.
Enjoy your free time. You don't get much.
Just say the word.
Right, so here we are. In our personal dormitory, where we can kick back, relax, and contemplate what's happened. Yeah, so those of you that might be a bit more in the knowledge in this situation than me, of course, is there a time limit for this battle? Can I just take my time, gather my troops, gather some coin to pay for veteran troops? Have I got all the time in the world to do that? Do I have to rush and panic? It's a little bit worrying. Aloth has gone. We've sent him on a task of great importance. He'll be back in 6 days' time. So we'll have to get Kana into the ranks. As I said before, we'll probably head down and start clearing out some of those endless path levels. But that'll be next time, of course. So, join me then. See you soon.